This is Jake's prediction, so I'm gonna let Jake Cook explain his predictions and see.
Jake, the floor is yours.
As the most unbiased predictions out of all three of us, I have I'll give you my finals, and I have the Knicks going.
All
Unbiased.
right.
But we'll start in the West. I think the Timberwolves versus Sacramento 1-8. We're assuming that no all the play in is done, and these are final
Yeah,
predictions.
Mhm.
I think Sacramento, a lot of first timers. I mean, so are the Timberwolves, but they were there a couple of years, so I think they easily take that 4-0, no contest. Maybe the first game's kind of close, maybe the second game, but that's it. So I have them moving on right away. Nuggets, Phoenix. I have the Nuggets winning 4-1. I think KD, one of those home games, he will easily take them over and maybe try to figure something out. But I think with Booker, way too inconsistent. Beal, you have no idea. And then KD, is he the guy this night? Is he not the guy that night? Does Booker step up that night? Does Booker not? It's not doing it for me. Next matchup, Clippers Pelicans. Clippers 4-0. Too much star power. Paul George, Kawhi, they step up. Harden, Westbrook, they get the job done. Finally learning how to play together in the playoffs. They're playing the Pelicans. No contest. And then Thunder, Mavericks. I got the Mavericks winning in 7. I think Shea is really good. He gets them a couple wins, but ultimately inexperience. Kyrie on Dallas helps them get over that hunch. Luka obviously performing lights out every night. And I don't think the Thunder have enough star power, especially it's just Shea and Chet and a couple other role players. Inexperience really hurts them there too. So I got Dallas. Next, Nuggets, Timberwolves. I got the Nuggets 4-2. I think Timberwolves could find a way to get it done, but ultimately Jokic, Murray, rest of the crew, Aaron Gordon, they get it done no problem in 6 games, and they move on just like how they've been rolling. And then the Clippers versus Dallas. I got LA in 6 also. And I think too much star power too. I think they're in the playoffs. They finally figure it out, like I've been saying over and over. And then I have them beating. I have the Clippers going to the finals and beating Denver in 7 for the Western Conference. For the Eastern Conference, Celtics easily destroy the Mavericks 4-0. Tatum, Jaylen Brown finally learns to not dunk and don't regularly score points. They win no problem. The Knicks beat the 76ers in 7 because I don't think Embiid is fully healthy and he gets back. I think Brunson and the Nova boys finally learn how to get it done. Unbiased opinion. Next, Milwaukee Pacers. I have the Bucks going in 6. I think Giannis, Middleton, Dame, they win round 1. Despite everything said about Doc Rivers right now and not learning games, I think they finally realize that the playoffs just don't listen to them. They're playing the Pacers. They know how to play. They could run their own stuff. They have enough star power to do it. And then for the final game of the first round, I have the Heat beating Cavs in 7. Um, I don't know. I feel compelled to not bet against Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. I don't think the Cavs have it enough. They choke every year in the playoffs. Give me the Heat. Starting from the top again. Knicks over Celtics. I hate the Celtics taking the Knicks in 6. Next, Bucks. Bucks Heat. I think the Heat don't have enough star power to block the Bucks, so I'm taking the Bucks in 7. I think Giannis, like I said, and Dame finally comes out of his shell. Playoff second round, starts tearing it up. Giannis is there. You can't stop him. Does Middleton learn how to be a role player and maybe take a step back? I don't know. Maybe he starts to play some defense, helps the team out. Knicks Bucks. Knicks in 7. Go Knicks. Brunson is him. Uh that's all I gotta say. OG is fully back the whole series. Whole team comes together. And then the Knicks beat the Clippers in 7. No way am I a Knicks fan. I fully believe this. That's my take. I really do think the Knicks make a deep run. They have the body, they have the talent, they have the consistency at the end of the year. It's just gonna matter of their final push and other teams choking. So it'll take some luck and it'll take some big steps, but I think they could ultimately get it done. They would win in 7 games against the Clippers. And that's my NBA Finals prediction.
I don't think it's too far fetched. Knicks winning the finals. I think it's more of just, do they get past the Celtics? I think if they do that,
Yes.
the path to the finals is theirs to lose. But my biggest question mark on your bracket is I think you're selling the Kings way too short.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know
with
if
that.
they're coming out of Minnesota, but last year you had Light the Beam, the most electric
Yeah.
fan base in that postseason. Timberwolves are young; they haven't been there. I don't know. I don't know who comes out of that one, but I think they're going to give Minnesota a run for their money.
I think Anthony Edwards turns it up.
All right.
Yeah,
They do look hot.
Cat
They do look
Cat
hot. They
scored-
do look good.
Cat
A clean
scored 50
sweep.
points in the Cat scored 50 points in the All-Star game.
Against no defense.
Cat can
And that's
score
what-
50
and that's-
points or 60 points. He just doesn't win. It's when Cat does good,
Timberwolves
teams
do
don't
look
do good.
good.
You know
They
what?
look good. They look hot. But
Meet me back when the Timberwolves, when Sacramento doesn't even make it.
all right. Yeah, that matchup's still up in the air. I mean, the playing games for the West look pretty tight, but as
I
it
do-
stands right now, that would be the matchup.
I would say if I had to pick a team that could just 2 teams, one in the West and one in the East, that can overrun the bracket entirely from a team that I picked to lose, but if they win, they make a run, would be Dallas. If they beat the Clippers, I
Yeah.
could see them going to the finals. Like, that's
Yeah.
not far fetched. And honestly, if Embiid comes back with the Sixers and they start doing something, it would be choke. I mean, Boston, they're gonna choke once again. So it would be the Sixers. And that would be that I think if Dallas met Philadelphia, that would be a weirdly fun matchup. With both star players being 2 different positions, it would be it could be fun.
I mean, what do you think
Okay.
if I think you know I think most people would pick the Nuggets to beat the Suns, but if the Suns could get past the Nuggets, I could see them as a team that would steamroll their way to the finals because if they're good enough to beat the Nuggets, that means that because the thing about the Suns is with Beal, Durant, and Booker, it's high risk, high reward. So
That's true.
if the team plays to its potential, they have more talent, like raw talent, than anybody maybe except for the Clippers, but they could really make a run if they get past the Nuggets. But again, we'll get into, whether anybody thinks that could happen.